Hi guys, when I made last week's film called The Dawn of Spring, I couldn't have even guessed how much spring there was actually coming. Already on the day after it was ridiculously warm, and it's been like that the whole week. But the result is that the snow is disappearing really fast. We had some quite fantastic days, I have to say that then. And you see behind me here you see already some rivers the ice has been broken, and they're starting to flow. Well, they flow all the time, of course, but that is water. And I think, yeah, we are several weeks ahead of the normal schedule. This river, this is called Sørelven. It flows all the way to Idre, which is about 15-20 kilometers from here. And this is a pretty good spring sign. You see, it has been, the ice has caved in and partially flowed away. You still see these huge chunks of ice. And some of them are about 1.5 meters thick. And it's a really awesome sight. I'm here in a really dense bit of forest, and I see these really nice pieces of bark. It may be hard to see, but I couldn't get the camera closer in. It's so damn tight. And I always teach that the whole idea with bushcraft is not to start looking for something when you need it. You gather stuff when you find it, for in the case that you need it. You don't have to exaggerate that as well, but like these pieces of nice bark, they are loose, you don't have to cut in the tree, you don't have to harm the trees. So this is always great for your next fire. You don't need a lot, but if you see a tree that has a lot of these loose flakes of it, I just gather it. And that makes life a lot easier, because for some reason at the place where you actually need it, you never can find it. And this is strange. I'm sitting here and I got my sphagnum back. I got the plants of the bilberry and the lingonberry. All the stuff that you actually get so used to having in the summer, that are medicinal purposes, that are medicinal workings, and the food, and in the winter you have nothing. So that's actually a great feeling, I must say. And being on this little oasis of green here, I think I'll stay a while here. It's nice, I got the sun here. So this is a good first step of getting comfortable, guys. A nice hammock between two trees, you know, and just weave a bit. This is about 30 meters of rope. Just wind it around the trees a bit and start weaving in a way that you think it will support you. Seen David Pearson do this many times, and I've done it a lot of times, and I think it's a great way of it's both a survival technique for getting yourself off the ground, of course, but also pretty nice to make yourself a chair or just make yourself a nice little hammock. I just mainly want a chair right now, and the view is pretty good here. So now all the stuff of this bark that I collected, we can start using that. It was just a tiny bit on the moist side, but it worked like a charm. I just want a quick cup of coffee because it's getting really late already, and it may look like spring. It still isn't really spring, so it will get colder tonight. Well, guys, been walking around here a bit and following a lot of tracks. There is quite a lot of small tracks, small game, squirrels and stuff like that. But yeah, I tried to find a moose, but I couldn't find it. There weren't any trails either, so. But there should be. This area is pretty famous for having a lot of mooses. But I don't know, it's just because I have a camera with me, because I've seen moose this whole winter except when I had a camera. But it doesn't really matter. This is such a great place. I got my brew going there. For the first time I was able to find a little place there I could put the metal wires in the ground, and that's just because the sun is standing on this all the time. Everywhere else the ground is completely frozen. So it's just a little taste of what is going to come. On the other hand, you can wake up here tomorrow and 30 centimeters of snow has fallen, and the whole of March I can maybe doing some mushing again. You never know, but it doesn't really look like it. And to be honest, I somehow have made the switch in my head. It now has to become summer. Woodpecker out there making sounds all the time. Well, after my coffee I will pack up and move on. It's a bit of a walk still to the car. I took the car, it's just about 5 kilometers from home though. So it's not really on the road, that is. Actually from the road I went maybe a kilometer, 5 kilometers into the woods. Then you get to this river which I showed you earlier. So it's been a great day, fantastic weather. You hear this woodpecker is there going on all the time. I actually went to find him, but he was pretty high up, old that tree, and I took some shots, so probably, maybe, I don't know if it's visible at all, but yeah. I see you all in the next film, guys. Bye bye.